Continuing our COVID quack cures, treatments, and whatever part of the show, I'm going to play a clip for you, unfortunately, of someone that was taken kind of seriously by some early in the pandemic. There's this is a so-called vaccine expert named Stella Immanuel. And early in the pandemic, there were a bunch of people taking her very seriously. She appeared on the Stu Peters show. This is the guy who thought when he had a cold not long ago that someone weaponized a cold and gave it to him. He probably just had COVID. He's unvaccinated. He brought on Stella Immanuel to defend his satanic snake venom documentary. And she says that the world is filled with demonic clones. This is someone that the right was going to as an authority on COVID earlier in the pandemic. Listen to this.
I saw people walking on the street, and some were human and some were other. Some were demons, and the human beings didn't realize that they were walking around with demons. So right now we are in a time where I would actually say people have been cloned and they are walking among us. If you watch the movie called They Live, Live, it was created by John Carpenter. This is the world we live in right now. And the only way we're going to survive is if human beings wake up, stop all the crazy factions the devil has put us in, and start praying and crying out to God, because that is the only way we're gonna survive.
Now, often with these folks, I come to you and I say, this is not a medical doctor. The crazy thing is, Stella Immanuel is a medical doctor. She is, as far as I know, she is a physician and a pastor. And she was pushing hydroxychloroquine, absent any evidence. She said social distancing and masks don't work, and all of this different stuff. Now, as a reminder about Stu Peters, he is this radical right-wing broadcaster. He had the cold or a flu or COVID, and he said, I'm not going to get tested, but I believe that I was targeted with this. Someone injected me with it. This is a very, very dangerous guy. Here's another clip where Stu Peters speaks to a guy named Brian Ardis, and they claim COVID is a synthesized form of snake venom. That's the snake venom connection.
Well, what about the name Corona?
Right.
Does it have a Latin definition or a definition at all? So I actually looked up what's the definition. And on dictionary.com, it brings up 13 definitions. Corona, religiously, ecclesiastically, means gold ribbon at the base of a mitre.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't know what a mitre was. So I copied it and pasted it and then hit images. So this actually could read the Pope's venom pandemic.
Whoa.
It also can read crown. Corona means crown also in Latin terms. Corona means crown. Visually, we see kings represented with a crown symbol.
Right? Oh, man.
So put that together for me. King
Cobra.
Venom. It actually...
Guys, the virus is the venom of a king cobra.
Could read King Cobra Venom Pandemic.
Now, just as a reminder, Ardis is a chiropractor. He's not an infectious disease doctor. He's not a medical doctor. He's not a virologist. He's a chiropractor, and he believes he has figured it out. These people are dangerous, and unfortunately, they have followers. Very, very sad stuff. Tragic, really. One of our sponsors is called Privacy. Privacy is a totally free service that I've been using for years. Privacy lets me create virtual payment cards with one click, and when I use the virtual card, the money is taken out of my bank account. You can create multiple cards, delete them, freeze them, set a spending limit on them. Let's say I'm signing up for a free trial and it requires a credit card. Privacy will autofill a virtual card number, and then after signing up, I can delete that virtual card, so I know I'm not going to be charged again. Something really useful and very practical. Or let's say I'm ordering food over the phone, but I left my wallet somewhere. I don't have my real credit card on me. I can use a virtual card on my Privacy mobile app. But really the best part is you're not out there exposing your real credit card number, so you're not as susceptible to data breaches and identity theft. Privacy is a totally free service, and you'll get $5 to spend when you go to privacy.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.